Whoa, wait a minute. Here's one I haven't seen. That is something. They keep the APU on as well. The Rolls-Royce powered. I wonder if this is an old American jet.
It wasn't. It was not an American jet. But here's the deal with the APU, and you can see the inlet in the back there that was open. They usually do that because they need all the thrust they can when the aircraft is heavy and needs maximum performance.
Bother with the tracking software because this is not going to pull up anything at all.
And so normally the APU is off for takeoff, but in certain instances when it's hot and heavy, you need all the engine thrust you can. You leave the APU running to handle all the pneumatic operations of the aircraft, the air conditioning, the pressurization. So that's why they do that. Now, I had wondered if this was an American Airlines jet because it's got the Rolls-Royce engines there and it's got the winglets on the wingtips there. So that configuration would be very typical to what American Airlines would have ordered for their jets in the past. And no mistake either, because if you look at it, I mean, the Rolls-Royce has a higher thrust range through all regimes of flight. I'm about to show you right now the differences in optics on these engines.
Now, if you look at the back of the engines, it's going to be far different than the one that's sitting across the tarmac at Delta Airlines over there. See those? Far different. Same kind of airplane, much different engines. We've got 275 squaring off right here.
You know, screw this. I was going to go into a whole diatribe about the differences of these engines, but let's just watch the airplanes.
It's the sight of all sights. Alright? The most domineering aircraft in the twin engine market to ever exist, in my opinion, on the narrow body phase. The do anything airplanes are squaring off to each other here. And it looks like the private one is going to take the cake, my friends. Sorry, Spirit of Freedom. It's just not happening for you today, mates.
And by the way, here's a little bit of information about Spirit of Freedom real quick there. It was also part of that Delta Song spin-off airline in 2004 that they tried. That was pretty dumb shit, but here we go, guys.
Is it an American jet? That is my huge question. That's really what I want to know at this time. The rivalry has been complete. Spirit of Freedom was not first.
So now that we know it was not an American Airlines jet, this aircraft was built in 1991 and it was delivered to Sterling Airways, the same place at the same time that Donald Trump's plane was built and went to Sterling. After that, it went to a shell company called Diamond Aviation and then finally owned today by the Yucaipa companies, which is basically a company that's very good at taking all of our money and keeping it for themselves, in my opinion. Take care.